welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. My name is Tina, and this is a special edition, special spin-off series of Sound and Fury Book Reviews for you 4 subscribers, you that actually semi-pay attention to my channel. So I was offered to be part of a Proust reading group on Goodreads a while ago, and as it started up this month, I figured I would chart my journey through, pardon my French, haha, à la recherche de temps perdus, aka the remembrance of things past, or in search of lost time. So, Marcel Proust was born 2 days and 114 years before me in 1871 in July. He died in 1922, so he witnessed my favorite time period, le fin de siècle, and my second favorite, the interim war period. He was not the most interesting of dudes, to be honest, but he wrote this insane book. If you're unaware, it's 6 volumes, it's 4,300 pages, this is only 5 volumes, and it's hefty. I have the original translation by C. Scott Moncrief. I read Swann's Way, Part 1, a few years ago. I still recall parts of it, not like passages of it, but parts of it. So I'm going to do a slight rehash of my old opinions on it at the end of this video. I'm not going to reread it because I have other things to read, but I did want to kind of recall what I felt about it at the time. Each week or after each chapter, I'm going to do a little video about what I read. I'm going to talk about, you know, what happened in that story or that section. You know, was there anything particularly interesting? Any cool passages? Did you know, he do anything ridiculous? And I also have this handy dandy book called Paintings in Proust because I am so cool. And I might show a few good ones, a few good pieces of art that were referenced in that chapter. A lot of the artwork is like Christian, kind of old Christian iconography stuff, which I find kind of boring, but there are some really nice, you know, actual like paintings. I read Swann's Way in 2014, so 6 years ago when I was 29. So here's what I said. I said, how can you rate a novel like this, a classic, and one in which the minutiae of the characters' lives is described in excruciating detail to the point where you're not sure if you should be impressed or bored? But I wasn't bored, I was enthralled. I loved it because Proust's writing and the translation were beautiful, for lack of a more profound term. I picked up the novel years ago, I believe I was 19 or 20, and I couldn't get into it, probably because I wanted something more exciting or avant-garde. But now, 10 years later, when my life is infinitely more stressful and chaotic, yeah, sure. I would love to be 29 again. It's nice to be taken out of yourself and transported into someone else's memories to essentially live another life in a different time. Which is what Proust does, in my opinion. He forces you to know every little scent, detail, and feeling of every moment in his characters' lives, giving you a realism that you generally don't get in other novels. I can't wait to delve into the other novels in this set. So that's what I said back then. A very short review, actually, for me. Probably because I was afraid of writing too much and sounding like a dumbass. And there was a piece of art that I really liked that he mentions. So, Lost Illusions, Charles Blair, 1843. And it came from this passage. Sometimes in the afternoon sky, the moon would creep up, white as a cloud, furtive, lustreless, suggesting an actress who does not have to come on for a while, and watches the rest of the company for a moment from the auditorium in her ordinary clothes, keeping in the background, not wishing to attract attention to herself. I enjoyed finding its image reproduced in books and paintings, though these works of art were very different, at least in my early years, before Bloch had attuned my eyes and mind to more subtle harmonies, from those in which the moon would seem fair to me today, but in which I should not have recognized it then. It might, for instance, be some novel by Sateen, some landscape by Blair, in which it is silhouetted against the sky in the form of a silver sickle, one of those works as naively unformed as were my own impressions, and in which it enraged my grandmother's sisters to see me admire. So yeah, that is going to encompass all of Swann's Way, and I think we're starting early December, so probably like the first week of December you'll get the first little clip of my journey through lost time. Someone will be joining me. You can see her gradually get bigger as the months go by. Hey, bye-bye. Can you smile? Can you smile? You're too grouchy. Yeah.